Hi, it's Deborah Marinas from Teach Magically, and we are here today to talk about teen numbers. So I got a question that said, I have a few students that still don't understand the teen numbers. What can I do to help? So I am here to answer that. So before we get started, if you're joining me live right now or while you're here, or when you do join us, put your favorite teen number in the comment box. I know that I'd have to say my favorite teen number was 16 because that's when I learned to drive, and 13 because that was when you became a real teenager and I thought I was all grown up. So when you're 11, 10, 11, and 12, you're still not considered a teenager. So I thought I was all grown up at 13 because I'm now a teenager. So let's see. Anybody comment about their favorite teen numbers? I have not seen any yet. Um, it looks like I can never figure out when people comment or not. So I will read them later if you comment and I don't get to see them now. Don't worry. But I'd love to know what your favorite teen number is and why. So don't forget, post that in the comments. So let's get on with our question. Ooh, is that Kelly? 19 was good. I wonder why she likes 19. Like right before your 20s, you're not old yet, maybe? So that's always a good one. All right, so let's get started with teen numbers. Teen numbers can be so hard for kiddos and they don't understand what it means. So I want to just talk about some things I do every single day that has really helped with that. So the first thing is anytime we're counting. So you know how cleanup time takes forever. So the first thing I do is I'll say, okay, we're going to clean up. See if you can get there by the time I count to 20, but you can't move till I say the magic word, abracadabra. And then I'll say, remember, join me whenever you can. Ready, set, clean up, abracadabra. And when I start counting, I always show my fingers, and I always do it in the same direction. So I start on my right, which is their left, but I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when I do 11, I keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, see that 4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I always do that from the very beginning of the year. And what I'm doing is I'm setting up their thought process there of thinking about how those numbers are related, how 4 is related to 14. So, and a little sidebar, if I can see they're not really ready at 19, when I get to 19, I go 19 and a half, 19 and 3/4. And then they start getting the idea. And I'm also putting some fractions in their brain that they'll need later, not in kindergarten. And sometimes I have to do 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 7.58. But we're always ready by 20, which is fun. So if you do that every single time you think about it, you're really going to help set those numbers into their brain. The second thing is videos. And you know I love Jack Hartman videos, but there are so many more that I love. Mr. Harry has one called Numbers in the Teens Start with a 1. I usually do that after I do some of the number practice, and that really helps the kids that are really low in math and still haven't understood that number sense yet. They get the idea that it has to have a 1 first. Now, if they don't have their left and the right down, you will see them writing for 16 the 6 first, and they'll put the wrong 1 on the wrong side. So you really want to use your observation. If you see them writing 16 and just putting it on the wrong side, they really do understand it. They don't have their left and right. So that's okay. That will come. A smiley face on the left hand of the paper works. I also often put stamps on their left hand, so all day long they know that that's the left. And I sometimes say, remember, the 1 has to be on the left, and that takes a while. So really use your observation on that one and watch for that. Another really fun one that I love is exercising. And you know, I love to get them moving to work their upper body strength to help them with handwriting. So I do it in math too with teen numbers. So we roll a dice. And a dice is perfect because of the number sense. So yes, I even do this with teen numbers. But the trick is you roll the dice and you get a 6. You know, see a thing for 16. But we get a 6 and I say, but we're not doing 6 anymore because a teen number is 10 and some more. So 10 and 6 is 16. And then the trick is we do 10 jumping jacks because it's always 10 and 6 of some other exercise. Some exercises that we do if your brain gets stuck like mine, we do jumping jacks always for the 10. We do squats, and then when I do them with them, I'm getting my skull exercises in for the day. So we always do squats. They also know that they have high leg touches. So you're doing the opposite to work the two sides of the brain. So they know to put their hands up on the top of their head and lift up their knee. And star jumps, that was a new one that my really fit aide likes to do. So now we do star jumps. So they just jump in the air. So we do squats, star jumps, and jumping jacks. So those are basically the only ones, but always start with 10 jumping jacks because the teen numbers is 10 and some more. 10 jumping jacks, and I try to go around the room and I always pick the quietest friend who is doing everything with us to pick the other exercise. That really gets them engaged and involved. Okay, so let's review. I do the counting and always show my fingers, and I try to always show it starting on the left. And then I do videos, and I try to pop those in at least once or twice a day with a different one, using ones that they have to make them in the air or ones that have a catchy tune that really start them. And I'll put a link in the show notes of the videos that I use, and I spread them out. Once I start teaching teen numbers, the rest of the year, I try to get it in there once or twice a week. Even right now we're doing 3D shapes, so I still hit the teen numbers as a review every couple days. Then exercising, anytime we have an extra few minutes or so. I have the dice sitting right. I have a couple all around the room. So if I'm standing at a certain spot, I just pick the dice up. We roll the dice and 10 jumping jacks and whatever number we roll. Remember, you only go to 6. So to make it harder once they get that down, I add another dice that says +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3, and then and a zeros. And then we always get there. It's just a cube that has a plus and those numbers on it. So it's exercising. And then the very last thing that I love to do that I just really started is boom cards, and I made some teen number boom cards, and that I have found that has made all the difference for my low students. Just a hint though, I do go around the first time I show them how to do it, and I really ask them what they're thinking, and I really try to guide them or push them to understand that a teen number is 10 and some more. And once they've realized they can see that 10 in that 10 frame, and they only have to count the other 10 frame because it's set up in 10 frames, which you know I love and do 10 frames for almost everything because it helps the kids visually see things. Then once they start that and they count those numbers, then they can pick the teen number. But I will tell you, when I made my boom cards, if it was the number 16, I have the number 16 there, the number 61, and another one that they mess up. So 6, they always mess up with 8 and sometimes 9. So one of those will be there, and that's why 8, I don't know. 9 I get, but not 8. So those are there to really help them see. And you know, I love the boom cards because as I'm walking around helping everybody else, it's checking it. They don't have to practice it wrong if I'm not there. But make sure, don't just assign those. Walk around, ask them how they got that number, listen to them thinking, because you want them to really understand that a teen number is 10 and some more. Okay, so that's all the exercises and the fun games I have. If you have any more, Let me see. Oh, somebody likes 19 also. Oh, she likes 19 because she got a tattoo. Had a great job and felt like an adult at 19. That's pretty good. Kelly, I don't think I felt like an adult until I was like 27. So I'm pretty impressed. I think if I got a tattoo at 19, I might remember that though. All right, so what's your favorite math exercise that you like to do with teen numbers? Do you have something that I didn't mention? Because I would love to hear any other ideas that you have. I'd love to steal ideas and make them my own and or steal them to make it easier on me, which I think we all do. So let's review ways to make teen numbers. Use your fingers and count anytime you're going to 20. Really show them visually with fingers. Another little hint with fingers, if you hold up 4 and your kids still have to count 4, they need a lot more number work. So keep working on that. So you're always using your fingers to show those numbers. Do tons of videos with great song lyrics and melody. I guess that's melody, because that will help the kids remember. I actually hear my kids singing the songs as I write them. And focus on your left and the right as you're observing. And then any chance you get, exercise. 10 jumping jacks, and then any other way you can get that number, whether it's with dice or a spinner or a random number generator, whatever you have. But always start with your 10 and keep your 10 the same so your kids understand that teen numbers mean 10 and some more, and that will come. And of course, my very favorite independent practice, which is boom cards to help them. Now that we have one-on-one computers, it works perfectly. All right, let me check. I don't see any other comments about other activities. Hopefully I'll be checking those out later. If you have any other ideas, put them in the comments or DM me, and hopefully I can share those with everybody when I write a blog post about this. I will put all of the videos that I like in the comment box. You just have to go find them. So give me some time or check back. And remember, you can join me every Wednesday here on Facebook Live. I am Debora Marinas. Yes, it looks like Marines. That might help you remember it, from Teach Magically. And I hope you have a magical rest of the year. Talk to you soon or next Wednesday.